Menus. Edit.
Hi, this is Dr. Robinson, and today we're going over using the Braille display. The Focus and the Brilliant work the best. This is made from Vispero using split braille to read two lines. We're doing UEB Math. So keep your eyes out in the top left-hand corner in yellow. I tried to put my camera on my Braille display, but you really can't read it that well with those tiny little dots. So this just makes it very clear. You can actually choose your colors for the Braille viewer also. That's in another video, so I won't hit that. But let's go ahead and go through what it takes to get this set up and working for UEB with JAWS and split braille. So the first thing you want to do, and this is in the other videos also, is you want to insert 6 to your settings. Insert 6.
Word JAWS settings center dialog.
I'm going to hush him up because I know he's not in default mode because he opens in the application you're in and it's going to be Word. You need to Control-Shift-D to set default.
JAWS settings center default all application.
I'm going to hush him up. I'm going to type in the word Braille and then a space and then M because I know I need to go to the Braille mode option.
B. R. JAWS settings center default. A. I. L. E. Braille. M.
Okay, down arrow twice.
Braille. 20. Braille mode structured.
I'm going to hush him up. I'm going to hit F6 to go into all my options. You're going to hear structured. Make sure you do, because if your Braille display goes astray, somehow that's been changed. And then I'm going to do Alt F to language profiles. Here we go, F6.
General page. Braille mode combo box structured. To a Alt F language profiles dialog. Select.
Okay. When you get into your language profiles, you are going to have those already automatically selected because you did when you were up in your languages. You can tab to details or do Alt D. I'm going to do Alt D.
Alt D. Language profiles. Language profiles.
I'm going to hush them up again. So all the defaults at the very top of this dialog box, I highly suggest you tabbing all the way through just so you can listen. But I'm going to do Alt M to jump down for math. If you're a Nemeth code user, you have that set on Nemeth code. But now you can actually down arrow to UEB Math, so you can do both. I'm going to Alt M for math only.
Alt M for math. Use combo box. Unified English Braille UEB Math.
Okay, so I've been using this for a while, so of course that's one of my defaults, and I'm going, well, actually there's only two. Up arrow.
1 of 2.
That's one.
Unified English Braille UEB Math. 2.
That's what we're doing today, so UEB Math. I'm going to hit Enter and close.
Enter. Default all applications.
I'm going to hush them up. Enter is going to close this dialog box also. Just know you don't have to tab around all the time. By default, Enter means no matter where you are in the dialog box, Enter is going to say, okay, you're done, Enter and close.
Enter. JAWS settings center.
Once again, I'm going to, I'm back at the main settings center. I'm going to Alt A to apply that, even though I haven't set anything, but I want you to make sure you Alt A and apply and Enter and close.
Alt A. Enter.
And close.
Using split braille to read 2 lines of math. Docs word. Edit.
Okay, so we're making grand progress here. So when you need to go into buffer mode, you can do caps lock Alt V or insert Alt V on your keyboard, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you are on your Braille display, you want to use your Braille display, you can do space 2, 6, and 8. I'm going to go ahead and do the keyboard first, caps lock Alt V.
Select Braille view dialog. List 1 list view. No split 1 of 8. To move to.
Okay, so go through those 8 just so you can see all your options. I'm going to down arrow to buffered text. Now, my original math problem is going to be on the right-hand side of my Braille display. If you prefer to read it on the left-hand side, you can Alt S to swap split. But I'm going to keep it so it's on the right-hand side and then I'm solving my math on the left-hand side. Always tab through all your dialog boxes so you know that everything is there. I'm just telling you the main items that I'm using. I'm going to down arrow to buffered text.
Buffered text 2 of 8.
Okay, and I'm going to hit Enter on that.
Enter. Edit.
Okay, so now I am using split braille and I am in buffer mode. Let's go ahead and down arrow.
Solve.
Okay, we love solve. I want you to keep your eyes on the top right-hand corner, and you're going to see 2 lines and then words using split braille 2. Now, what I can do on the right-hand side, so if you can read braille dots, just watch this. I'm going to rocker bar down to move along the line. Okay, and then of course it reads the rest. Read 2 lines of math. So when you get a really long math problem, you're going to use your rocker bar based on what side you are on your Braille display. I'm going to rocker bar up. Okay. And now on the left-hand side, you see solve. Well, my red dot is kind of mucking up that S, but it is on my Braille display and it is beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and down arrow.
Math content x plus 3 is equal to 7.
Okay, so what you're going to focus on is that x plus 3 equals 7. And I'm going to go ahead and hit enter or
End
end
equation.
on that. I apologize. I'm going to hit
Enter.
Okay, so on my right-hand side, and you can see that split braille to read. I don't want that anymore. I want to re-buffer this, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Up arrow.
Math content x plus 3 is
And
equal
hit
to
end.
end
I
equation.
always like to just know exactly where I'm at. On my Braille display, I'm going to sit on the left shift, that's the little square underneath the space bar, and hit dots 2, 3 twice quickly to re-buffer. Okay. And you can instantaneously see up in the yellow section of my box how beautiful it is. X plus 3 equals 7. It is on the right-hand side and the left-hand side right now because I haven't entered another math problem yet. Okay. And let's go ahead and enter.
Enter.
Okay. And now you can see the math problem still remains on the right-hand side of my math problem. So I can go ahead and isolate that X because isn't that always our option? I'm going to go into my Braille Math editor, and on my Braille display, it's 3746 and space. If you wish to use your keyboard, you can do caps lock space shift equals. So you don't have to have a Braille display unless say you just don't have one yet. Editing in the Braille Math Editor is incredibly easy, and I'm going to show you all those great, powerful options. Let's go into our Braille Math Editor.
Braille Math Editor, equation edit, type in a math expression, press insert F1 for more help.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get isolating that X. We know we need to subtract 3 from both sides. Here we go.
Dots 5, dots 1, 3, 4, space, dot 5, dots 2, space, dots 3, dots 1, 4, dot 5, dots 3, dots 3, dots 1, space, dot 5, dots 2, space, dots 3, dots 1, 2, 4, space, dot 5, dots 3, 6, dots 3, dots 1, 4.
Okay. Now, if I mess up anywhere along this, and we do because it's math, I can easily arrow through.
Dots 1, dot 5, Braille space.
Okay, and at any space.
Dots 1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay, maybe I didn't want a 7. I can go ahead and delete.
Braille space.
And I can put a 3. Well, whoops, that's an M of 3, so you got to be careful of that because that's a minus. We don't want that.
Dots 2, 5.
But let's say you're using both Nemeth code and UEB.
Dots
And
1,
it's
2,
an
4,
easy
5.
mistake to make. You can accidentally type in a Nemeth problem, and that's the reason why you want to double check all your math. Fingers down on the Braille display, it easily reads through that. You can see what's on my Braille display up in the very top left-hand corner on what I'm brailing out. It is gorgeous and beautiful math, and I'm going to hit enter on that.
Enter.
And I'm going to control
edit, pasted.
Now, if you've watched my videos, I'm actually keeping this issue because other people will hit enter on the Braille Math Editor and they're like, where's my math? Because typically it will automatically insert there for you. So if you're one of those people that hit enter and it's like, where is the math? It's just a little hiccup. It just takes an update of your computer and your Word, etc. But in the meantime, you can control V just so you can get working. Okay, so once again, we're going to go ahead and hit enter and
enter.
And we're hoping it always rebuffers. But you want to go up there and you read your right-hand side and it says x plus 3 equals 7. So it didn't rebuffer. So we need to go up arrow.
Math content x end equation.
Once again, let's rebuffer quickly. Okay, so that's left shift 2, 3, very easy. It rebuffers and we're going to hit enter on it.
Enter.
So you probably easily do that math in your head. Yeah, without using your Braille display, but you know what? This is all about our split Braille. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go into the Braille Math Editor.
Braille Math Editor, equation edit, type in the math dots 5, dots 1, space, dot 5, dots 2, space, dots 1, 4, 5.
Okay, and you want to just double check that. And
enter.
Enter. And
Music, pasted.
Okay, beautiful. And of course, you want to up arrow and down arrow and really listen to all your math and make sure it's all copacetic. Okay, let's go down to something a little more challenging.
Blank.
Oh, I don't like those blanks.
Blank. S.
Okay.
Math, solve the inequality.
Okay, lovely.
Math content x plus 5 is greater than 6 and math content 6x is less than or equal to 18.
Okay, so I'm going to divide that up just so we can make this pretty easy to move through. I'm going to right arrow to get out of the
Plus math
equation.
5 greater 6 space A.
Okay, and I'm going to hit enter.
I'll enter.
That down, up arrow.
Math content x plus 5 is greater than 6.
Okay, so once again, we need to isolate x. So we need to subtract 5 from both sides. You want to take a quick look on your Braille math editor to make sure it actually did that. And of course, I have x plus 3. It did not buffer. But my x plus 5 is on the left-hand side. So I'm always interested, did that fix?
End blank.
And I'm going to hit my end. I'm going to hit enter to see if it holds. And it does not, so rebuffer.
Math content end.
So
blank.
once again, I'm going to rebuffer. That's shift dots 2, 3. It rebuffers. And now you can actually see that quickly change x plus 5. Let's go ahead and take 5 away. Okay, so let's double check on a Braille display to see what it is. And our buffer mode accidentally kicked off. If those two lines are not there, then let's go ahead and get that buffer mode back on.
Log list 1 list view no split 1.
And sure enough, it jumped off.
Buffer text 2
no
of 8.
big deal. Hit enter and let's
enter.
go ahead and continue.
Edit.
Okay, so we've got x plus 5 is greater than 6. And we're going to go ahead and hit enter on that.
Enter.
And it's still beautiful on my right-hand side of my Braille display. I'm going to go into the Braille Math Editor, and we need to subtract 5 from both sides.
Braille Math Editor equation edit.
Okay,
type in the math expression. Dots 5 dots 1 3 4 space. Dot 5. Dots 2 3 5. Dots 3 4 dots 1 5. Dots 3 6. Dots 3 4 dots 1 5. Space. Dot 4. Dots 3 4 5. Space. Dots 3 4 dots 1 2 4. Dot 5. Dots 3 6 dots 3 4 dots 1 5.
Okay, so we need to subtract 5 from both sides. I can teach you a little trick in here. The split braille is wonderful, but since we're just getting right down to the answer, I'm going to do a space and I'm going to do an equals in here.
Dots 2 3 5
I'm
6.
just going to put the answer in there.
Dots 5 6.
Okay.
Dots 1 3 4 6
Because
space.
we
Dot 4.
kind of know where we're going here, right? And that is going to be
space. Dot 1.
1. Okay. So that is a little trick. Now I'm not completely done with that yet because we don't want that all on one line. But I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And control
Use pasted.
Now watch what I do. I'm going to left arrow to the equals.
1 math greater x equals.
I'm going to hit enter.
Enter.
So that's just a little trick. If you're all the way down and you're right to the answer, just put it in there and enter and move it down and watch.
Math content x plus 5 is greater than 6. Math content x plus 5 minus 5 is greater than 6 minus 5. Math content is equal to x is greater than 1.
Okay, so if you're right down to the answer, just add that in and then just arrow in and hit enter and move it all down. And it just makes it really nice and fast. Let's go ahead and do the next.
Blank. And math content 6x is less than or equal to 18.
Okay, so we've got one solution. Let's go ahead and get the next one.
End equation.
Okay, so let's just double check our Braille display and make sure everything is working and it's looking pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit enter.
Enter.
Make sure everything continues to buffer. It is, it's looking beautiful. So let's go ahead and go into our Braille Math Editor and let's go ahead and solve this.
Braille Math Editor equation edit. Type in the math expression. Press insert F1 for more help.
Match them up and we know we need to divide by 6. So let's go ahead and do this magic.
Dots 5 dots 1 dots 3 dots 1 dots 1 dots 4 dots 3 dots 3 dots 1 dots 2 space dots 4 5 6 dot 4 dots 1 space dots dot 1 dots 2 dots 3 dots 1 2 4.
I did that kind of fast, so I better double check that just in case. That's the only problem with speed is you really kind of need to check it. Oh, I see a mistake.
Dots 1 dots 3 4.
Yeah.
Dots 2 4 5.
That's a 0.
Dots 3 4
We put
8.
in. Whoops.
Dots 2 3 6. Dots 1 2 5.
There we go. Can't get an EMA code in there. Okay, so if you are brailing pretty quickly, I highly suggest going back and just double checking your work really, really quickly. And I do believe that is pretty good. So I'm going to hit my end, and I'm going to hit my enter, and I'm going to do a control.
Use it pasted.
Okay. So you visually can see this is in professional directly in your math editor. So this is the way the Word math editor looks, and it's in professional. And it looks lovely when you have the division marks as true fraction marks, just like all the sighted peers do. We need to go ahead and break this down, do all the division, and go ahead and get down to our solutions now. Let's go ahead and hit enter.
Enter.
And just double check to make sure it rebuffers, and it's looking not quite right.
Math
I'm going to go
content
back
6
up,
end
hit
equation.
end, and I'm going to go ahead and just rebuffer quickly. And oh, much better. Okay, here we go.
Enter.
And enter. Here we go. So let's go ahead and get back into the Braille Math Editor and finish this up.
Braille Math Editor equation edit type in the math
Okay,
expression.
so
Dot 5 dots 2 space dots 5 dots 1 space dots 4 dot 4 dots 1 space dots 3 dots 1 4.
3, 6 times 3 is 18. Last time I checked. I'm going to, oh, okay. Okay, once again, way too fast. Let's
Dots
go
1 4
there.
dots Braille's dots 1 dot 4
And
dots 4 Braille's
I
dots
make
1 3
that an X.
dot 4
Whoops.
dot 4
And I'm actually going to
Braille space
and
dots 1 3 dots 1 3 4
there
6.
we go. Okay, so showing you nice ways to make corrections right now. Okay, that looks pretty good.
End.
And I'm going to hit
Enter.
enter and control
Use it pasted.
and paste that in. We're getting very close down to the end. Let's go ahead and join all these
Enter.
beautiful numbers. So let's go into the Braille Math Editor.
Braille Math Editor equation edit
And
type in the math expression. Dots 5 6 dots 1 3 space
here.
dot 4 dots 3 space dots 3 dot 1 space
I'm going to have to do
dot 1 dots 1
this.
dots 1
I'm gonna
4
show you a
5
trick with the and.
space dots 5 dots 1 for space dots 4 dot 4 dots 1 space dots 3 dots 1 4.
Okay, what I will tell you is it's going to smash that and in between it, but we really do want the word and so I'm going to show you what to do with that.
Enter.
Control V.
Pasted.
Okay, I want
Using
you to
split
just
braille to read 3 less than X D
see they're right next to each other.
X
Just put a space
space
D and the X. Continue.
space D N a period.
Yep.
1
Uh-huh.
a period
And a space because of course this is math. It's looking like they're variables or whatever. But now it'll read correctly.
Math content X is greater than 1 and DX is less than or equal to 3.
Yep, it's still going to say and dx, but you see that's and because you're sending this to a sighted teacher, she's going to look at this or he's going to look at this and go, oh, that's correct. X is greater than 1 and X is less than and equal to 3. So they're going to be happy with that. Okay, so we're almost done with this.
End equation. Enter.
Okay, so now we need to go ahead and just kind of finish this up. Let's go into the Braille Math Editor.
Braille Math Editor equation edit type in dots dot 1 space dot 4 dots 1 space dots 5 dots 1 space dots 4 dot 4 dots 1 space dots 3 dots 1 4.
Okay, just to connect all of this up.
Enter.
And
Using pasted.
And now this is looking really good. And then of course we need our notation.
Enter.
You want to graph this. And I'm actually going to do this on my keyboard now. I'm going to do Alt
equals selected.
Just so you can see you have all of these options.
1 91 3 right parent.
Whoops, I got a 9 in there. I'm not sure
how. 3 space 1.
I think I might be getting a little tight.
9 math left parent.
Got a shift in there. And then you get the beautiful
3 closed pair space.
And voila, you have a beautiful math UEB using split braille, computer, and all the little tricks that we've added in there. So hope this helped you. And I'm going to place
I'm
going to place this link so you can actually go into our website and pull out all the commands for a split braille for buffer mode, and that's in yourtechvision.com. And you can just do a search in there or go down to the area underneath of the video where all the information is and about, and you can just open this link and go right there very easily. Or like I said, open yourtechvision.com and just do a search for split braille and you'll pull it right up. Okay, I hope that helped, and we'll see you in the next videos.
Zoom Alt Q and enter.